Hey, Shalom, Hashem, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel of God. Lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled The Book of Jude is being played out. When the scriptures go into certain men have crept in unawares. Okay, certain men have crept in unawares, and basically speaking damnable heresies, man. As you know, we've been having this ongoing back and forth thing about the with this whole law thing with the Sakari, and Discord is attempting to be sorted, and just a bunch of madness going on, man. Which really is to the point that it's not even really edifying anymore, because we're bringing out valid points, but these guys are bringing out points to sow discord, man. You know, now it's not even about edifying Israel. It's about who's true and who's what, and who's the best speaker and all this other dumb shit, man. Well, I'll tell you like this, like the apostles and them said, man, you got guys that just in this thing to be judged. All right, and a lot of you niggas, man, are getting ready to get jacked up out here, man. Going into the concept of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. They came against Moses since we left Egypt, and what happened? The Most High divided the congregation, and everybody that followed those Zealot type mindset jakes, and the Lord allowed them to be judged, man, as a whole. Okay, same thing about Anakin. When he was taking the spoils, the Most High deaded him, the animals, the pets, his kids, his wife, and everybody. So a lot of you guys, you were coming into this truth just to get judged, man. Okay, because, you know, you get your little 5-hour sit downs going into this and that to woo your little followers. But look, man, the Lord ain't giving a fuck about all that shit. The Lord said let all things be done into edification, okay? So it's about edifying at the end of the day. And if you're not edifying anybody, then really you're just wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? You're just wasting your time, man, because you got men that come in this thing and put on a garment, man, and then all of a sudden they call themselves prophets. But yet, you guys ain't been out there doing the work, man. You know? This is what this guy Sakari say. Said that the apostles need to retire. And I'm not even gonna make it personally about them. It just, a lot of just perverseness is going on in the nation. It's like damn near civil war in our nation right now. But this has happened, you know, during the time of Yahweh Shai, because they was always trying to catch Yahweh Shai in his words too. They was always trying to trap up Yahweh Shai in his words, looking for him and watching him to see if he was going to say something that sounded off so he can be reported back into the high priest. Because ultimately when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, they wanted to, he was fucking up the money, man, because the scribes and Pharisees were in league with the Romans, man, you know? So anyway, the precept, this is the book of John 15 and 22, I will Awar 144K. It says, if I had not come and spoken it to them, they had not had cloak for their sin, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. And he that hated me hated my Father also. That's right. So the prophets had to come on the scene. Yahweh Shai had to come on the scene, because now that Yahweh Shai came and died for the nation of Israel, now they have no cloak for their sin, because they're not following the order of Yahweh Shai. In many cases, they don't even believe in Yahweh Shai, because for one thing, they disannul the teachings of Paul. You know, like I've heard that the Holy Bible isn't the word of the Most High, but the word of the Most High is found in the Bible. Okay, meaning that they're talking about the law, statutes, and commandments, the first 5 books, and that of the prophets being of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, man. So, I mean, of the scriptures, but everything else is disannulled, because it does away with the so-called Levitical priesthood, which the Levitical priesthood has always been set up, but overall we're not under the law, because you still got Levitical priests around. I'm a Levite, I'm a priest, you know what I'm saying? I do the order Shabbat services, I do the prayers, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how the spirit's set up. But overall, man, now any brother in the camp can do it, because we're all priests under the order of Melchizedek, man. So am I telling brothers, well, I'm a Levitical priest, I gotta go do this? No, man, because it's not about that right now. All right, Yahweh Shai is the holies of holies right now, because we were condemned under that old covenant, so to speak. You know, so them guys, man, they just want to start up strife and contention, because that's what it's about. So I'm pretty sure Yahweh Shai from contention and strife, man. All right. So yeah, man, evil men shall wax worse and worse, giving heed to doctors and devils. You know, because right now nobody, I mean, we're prophesied, but out of all the other groups, nobody is really prophesied. Everybody's sitting back talking shit about each other and complaining. Everybody's pointing a finger at that person. They point a finger at us. We point a finger back at them. You know what I'm saying? And really, all the nation of Israel is pointing a finger at us, man. We're just out defending the gospel. So yeah, we're coming back and we're correcting your fuck ups, because the scriptures say rightly dividing the word of truth. So we're gonna make it make sense, but through the spirit, everybody's pointing fingers at us, man. And that's okay, because it always been like that. They always came against the prophets of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, man. Always. You even had men of Yahweh Shai that turned against them. You know, that was down with Yahweh Shai, pretended to be down with him, but low key, they wasn't down with Yahweh Shai, man. They was looking for an opportunity to gainsay and get an advantage, man. That's why it says, hey, they trapped them up. They'll go deliberately sit in the synagogues and hear Yahweh Shai's teaching and masquerade as being men of the Lord, just to hear the Lord say something that they may not agree with. You see what I'm saying? So, Jake like that, man, and the Most High is going to start opening up on Israel. All right, the brother, Galatians 3, damn, I lost it. Galatians 5:26, it says, let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another and edifying one another. Right, kind. Because right now, it's all about the vanity of these other groups. How many followers, how many likes, you know what I'm saying? Israelite wear, selling the merchant. Like I was looking at Priest Sabat, he's basically selling menorahs. I thought the scriptures say don't make the Father's house for merchandise, man. You know, anything dealing with this truth, you ain't supposed to be popping off merchandise. You know, selling menorahs, making money off the truth, man. That's off, because Yahweh Shai, what'd he do? He flipped over the tables in the temple because of it, because Jake was making merchandise of the Lord's business. And that's one thing about Jake. Every time Jake see a way to make money off something, he's going to exploit it, man. It's to the point that the truth is nothing more but a ploy to sell and get money for your personal gains. And that's what it's bowing down to, you know? Stuff like that, you selling menorahs and everything like that, man. It's always something with you guys, man. But hey, the scriptures say, 1 Peter 4:17, that judgment should begin at the house of the Most High first. Okay, and if judgment begin at us first, how much more would the sinner and ungodly be? Roughly paraphrasing. All right, because hey, judgment gonna start on a lot of you guys that know you're Israelites. You know, just because you're an Israelite, that doesn't mean that you have a past to be wicked, because you don't. Though we're under grace, that don't give you a pass to do wickedness, man. Like the scriptures go into how certain Jakes use their law or a cloak of maliciousness under grace to be wicked, man. And we're not supposed to be using our liberty under grace to do what the hell we want. That's what Christians do. They use that whole grace token and they take it and they run with it, and they don't even acknowledge one law. At least us here, we acknowledge the laws and keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the way that we know how. Because like Apostle Bakar said, he said, which one of you Jakes are literally going and cooking a whole lamb with the guts and everything, getting roasted, man? How many of you are actually getting a whole lamb? A lot of you niggas can't even afford a whole lamb, man. So get out of here with that shit. And you definitely not roasting it with the ligaments and everything. You ain't doing that. Like you said, you going to the halal market, you getting lamb chops, you cutting it up like we all do, and we eating the shit, bro. Period. So get us out of it. And for one thing, we keeping the Passover in the defiled land. That's awful. So we were judged under that covenant, we will all be destroyed, man. And none of you niggas are going back to Israel to keep the Passover. I don't give a damn what you say. Alright, you ain't going over there. You can't even go over there right now. You go to the land of Israel, you got to get the jab. So get the fuck out of here, man. Unless you niggas are secretly getting jabbed up, which I do believe, because a lot of you guys are telling your congregation to go take the you-know-what. Take the jump, the three-pointer. So come on, man. You talking about push the law, push the law? Newsflash. Some people in the Sakari dropped dead over that fucking you-know-what. Because in some way I heard that them niggas was pushing that shit. Motherfuckers committing suicide and shit in your congregation. Yeah, man, we know. But I thought you was all about the law, the law, the law. Because if you want to be technically honest, if you want to go into the law, for one thing, the scriptures say you're not supposed to carve anything under your skin. Those are you know what, Jabberwockies, man. That's against the law, statutes, and commandments. to be injecting yourself with any type of substance. That's against the law. So why people in your congregation decided upon themselves to do that and then regret it? But you niggas claim you're keeping the law perfect. Get the fuck out of here, man. You Jake's you a goddamn joke. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that follow that group, you're a fucking joke, man. I don't give a shit. You know, because hey, them niggas ain't been around for no 14 years. He ain't been in the truth longer than me. That I do know. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been in the truth 14 years, but I don't think he's been around that. He ain't been around. I think he's been around maybe 8-9 years. And Salakia if I'm off on the facts. But if it was longer than that, it wasn't 14 years. You know, because I know brothers personally that's been around that long that testified that he wasn't there. So, nah, bro, you lying. You know what I'm saying? You lying to make yourself look good. 2 Samuel 3:1, it says, now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. Right, we're in that war now because these Jakes, man, they're appearing to be of the house of Saul. We're of the house of David, Lord's will, we of the elect. It says, but the house of David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker, right? And eventually, man, these guys are gonna phase out, okay? Because yeah, they gonna have little followers, but see, they followers ain't gonna pick up the mantle and do what they did. They not gonna do that. Prime example, right? Do what Nazariah and them did, man. Pack up shop and dip off, man. All right, they have nothing else to offer Israel. Like you guys, you have nothing else to offer Israel, man. You came, you've played your part of the Sakari, but you're gonna be around until this thing go down because, hey, you gotta fulfill your lot. You know, it was to the point that those ancient groups, they was setting up revolts in Israel, killing other Israelites and blaming it on the Romans so they can't stay. They was basically doing Esau shit, setting up false flag attacks, okay, so they could get a reaction out of Jake, so therefore Jake could be justified on getting rolled on, man. That's what they were doing in the ancient world, you see? So, hey, who's to say they're not going to do that now? Because you're going to get carnal when Esau rolls in. You're going to grab the gat, okay? Which, hey, the men of the Lord, we depending on Yahushua to give us some type of spiritual power out here to do the work, you know, to get out of jams and shit like that. And if you in the midst of battle and the Lord puts it on your spirit, using the power to use a gat, then whatever the fuck it is, man. I mean, shit. I mean, but you guys are solely depending on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already premeditating that, well, if my doors get kicked in, I'm going to put the AR through the window and start spraying everybody. Man, you can't premeditate that because you don't even know if you're going to be around. Your ass may be locked up in a damn detention center somewhere. Talking all that madness, man. What you going to do? You ain't going to do nothing but what the Most High set you up to do. And a lot of you just going to get deaded on the spot. You know? Esau just going to take a lot of you niggas out. And a lot of you going to start turning on each other. And then, hey, your fruit, they gonna be just out there looking stupid, you know, like with Nazariah and them, right? I give this one guy credit. This one bugged out nigga. His name is something FW something. He's basically a bug out, a nigga with the box fade, always talking shit, man. He used to watch us, but now, you know, he decided to be with them. At least he did attempt to be diligent with their doctrine. Even when they left, he was still pushing the word, man. You know what I'm saying? Or at least an attempted to. As bugged out as the doctrine has become, at least the nigga was still putting out videos defending what the hell he believed in. But the mother cats, they packed up and dipped out, man. So it's like, you niggas have no integrity, man. And like I said, Sakari, if your followers turn to get you right now, man, hey, I won't be surprised if you turn the swords on yourself. Because you can't deal with being ostracized, man. You need that clout, okay? You're like fucking women. You need that goddamn attention, man. You need it. You know, because you have that childlike mindset, you know. So, hey, man, just be prepared to get your judgment, man. And the Lord's so cold, he may open up a sinkhole to get you niggas again, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Eleazar or Alazar Bun Yahawada or Bun Yasha'Allah was put to death during the time of the Jewish-Roman wars. He was destroyed, man. He didn't prevail. And the Zealots didn't prevail, if you may know. So, hey, you take your pick. See what else? Isaiah 59:19. Yep. So should they fear the name of the Lord from the west and from the glory of the rising of the sun. And when the enemy should come in a flood, the Spirit of the Lord should raise up a standard against him. That word standard goes to the Hebrew word nawasp, which means fly to the charge or put to flight or escape, etc. So within that particular scripture, man, you're gonna have various things that's gonna happen in the elect favor. We're gonna start doing miracles, man. Some of you guys don't even believe in spiritual power. You calling yourselves Israelites, but you already know that you ain't built up to do no damn miracles, because you don't even have faith, man. You can't hear brothers exemplify small miracles among our sanctuaries, man. Even myself, I was able to do you know, a little, and I'm not bragging, but hey, you know, I seen the Spirit work in my favor when doing certain things twice. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it came to healing a brother, casting a demon off a brother, man. I've seen it, I witnessed it, man, and I partook in that. Which one of you niggas can say that? You can't. You know, and like I said, it's not bragging, but hey, the men of Great Millstone gonna start doing miraculous things in the times to come. You're gonna start seeing brothers raise the dead, healing lepers, man, paraplegics walking again. That's how the bulk of the followers are gonna come in, because the scriptures say in Psalms, in the day of thy power, thy people should be willing. Okay, right now our people aren't willing because they don't have no faith. They don't see it. They're carnal. But then when we do that, the fame among us is gonna rise, man. The fame that you niggas are seeking for in carnality, we're gonna get it in a righteous way. And then they really gonna come at us, man, because that's not gonna do enough to solidify. Because what it says with Yahweh Shai, it says when he began to upbraid cities because they repented out of their evil works. And also it says he didn't do many of his mighty works because, hey, they didn't believe. So he just scolded their ass, man. You know, because you're gonna have Jake saying, hey brother, you know, my grandmother, she's a Christian, can you heal her? Hell no, fuck out of here with that. But you know, have Jake coming up asking you to do certain things. You know, they gonna act like they down for the cause, but really they were just a bunch of wicked scoffers and demons. You know, and those are the times we coming into. I have the utmost confidence in that. All right. And hey, like the brother had the dream, he been having dreams since the year began. He said spiritual power might come this year. All right, he said it's a possibility. Depending on how this devil turns up, the Most High is going to turn us up. You know, being in tune and locked in the spirit. The Lord is going to turn up his servants, man. And we got to have faith in that. Let me get a couple more precepts off the comment board. I'm going to pull up to the spot real quick. But I know I see one in Galatians 4:16. It says, I am therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. Well, yeah. Truth don't benefit everybody, you know, and obviously it's not benefiting these knuckleheads here. You know, it's not benefiting them because, hey, they want to be the top dudes. They want to be the one that Israel is amazed at. And honestly, man, we didn't even want that type of clout, bro. It's not even about that shit. You know, but some guys, man, they just need a stage. They need a platform. They need to be loved. They need to be cherished and worshipped. That shit women need. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys never amounted to anything in the world. And like this clown's right-hand man gonna say, oh, well, you know, they passed the mantle because a lot of the guys in GMS, they're not taking it up. Man, shut the hell up, man. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Half the time you look like you don't even like them and you want to sow discord, right? You know, I'm just be straight, and it's not even sowing discord. Half the time, and I can look at nigga and read a spirit. Half the time you look like you don't even fuck with Al-Azhar, man. I can see the look in your, all you niggas are a bunch of cutthroats. I can see it in your face. I'm like, man, this guy gonna turn on him, man. This guy gonna end up spilling the beans because Al-Azhar gonna do something that's gonna piss the nigga off, and he gonna end up coming forward with a bunch of wickedness you niggas were doing. I can very well see that, bro, because when it's something about when you look at a man's countenance, you just know they ain't right. And I looked at these guys, I'm like, man, these niggas ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I can see you guys turning on each other any day. Any day, man, to the point that a lot of you may even start trying to murder one another because you did that in the past. I can very well see that, you know? So we'll see, you know? And like I said, I'm just speaking as a man, but hey, I'm in the spirit. I'm kind of good at, you know, reading certain spirits and knowing a man's intent. Like, it take me 5 minutes to know what kind of dude you are before I even decide to even fuck with you for real. But they're just through the spirit. Anyway, I'm gonna close all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. And with that, Shalom, Shalom.